welcome to Wax Pack Wisdom, where we talk baseball and football history through card breaks and the cards we love. My name is Jake T. O'Donnell. Today, we're opening this pack of 2001 Upper Deck MVP football with Peyton Manning on the cover. In 2001, I would say that Peyton Manning was probably one of my least favorite players in the NFL. Of course, this was the year that it all changed for the New England Patriots. So this is more of my era. We've opened a bunch of these packs that have had players from a previous era, but this is firmly when I was watching a lot of football, kind of entering my high school years. So let's open this up and see what we get. All right, of course, it is a foil pack, which is not always super easy to open. All right, let's see what we got. The first is Curtis Martin. Definitely one of my favorites. He was started his career with the New England Patriots. He was drafted, and the Patriots kind of let him go around the time, I guess, that I can't recall if it was a trade or if he signed, but he left to go with Bill Parcells and the Jets when Bill Parcells went to go coach the Jets. And that was one of the sort of moves that I would say that they really rued, the Patriots rued, because, man, did Curtis Martin ever have a great career. Not sure if he ended up getting a gold jacket. That's something that I will have to check on. But was just a joy to watch, and just a wonderful person too, somebody that was so easy to root for. And as great as it was, the Patriots ended up obviously winning all those Super Bowls, and it worked out. It would have been so much more fun had Curtis Martin been part of them, because he was such a great guy and a great running back. So honestly one of the best backs of his era for sure was Curtis Martin. Another one of the best backs of his era was Garrison Hurst, who was with the Niners. It was the Niners for many years, a really good running back. He was kind of at the sort of tail end of the Jerry Rice and Steve Young era. He was kind of him and Terrell Owens were kind of the guys that kept that really good run going for the 49ers. I was always a big fan of his. I remember he had a really impressive, I think it was a 96-yard touchdown run around this time. It may have been 98, 99. That was really memorable, but just kind of a smaller running back, hard to tackle, and he was a really good player. So this is a good card. The next card here, Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson, very possibly my favorite football player that never played for the New England Patriots. Charles Woodson was a all-star, all-pro corner. He was the Heisman Trophy winner at the University of Michigan. For people that don't know, Michigan is my college football team. I went to UNH, which was not a football powerhouse in Division I AA, but also, not a major division college program. I fell in love with Michigan football in 1997, and Charles Woodson was the star of that team. And he won the Heisman Trophy, one of the only defensive players ever in the history of college football to win the Heisman Trophy, and then went on and had an absolutely fabulous career, first with the Raiders, later with the Packers, did win the Super Bowl with the Packers. He got hurt during that Super Bowl, but was kind of the beating heart of the defense of that team. He was, of course, involved in the famous tuck rule game play that happened in this season, 2001. He was very upset about that. I could certainly understand that, but that didn't take away from the fact that he was ended up having one of the best careers ever at the cornerback position in the NFL. Just somebody that you couldn't contend with him. He was just so good. I love Charles Woodson. Like I said, between the Michigan background, the great stuff that he did with the Raiders, later with the Packers, a true leader, a born leader on defense. Possibly, like I said, my favorite player that never played for the Patriots in the NFL. Love Charles Woodson, and I love that I have this card in this pack. All right, Chris Redman is a quarterback at this point for the Ravens. Pretty good. I think he was kind of honestly like mostly a backup type player, but a good one. A good one for the Ravens. And bounced around, I think, quite a bit. Good quarterback. He was a competent NFL quarterback, I guess you could say. All right, next one is Elvis Whitted, the Jaguars. I can't really say I remember a lot about Elvis. It's a name that's like sort of familiar. This is After that initial really good run for the Jaguars, they had Mark Burnell, they had Fred Taylor, they had Tony Baselli as the left tackle, but they were not as good as they were at the kind of very beginning of their run. But anyway, all right, Charlie Batch is the next one that I have here. Charlie Batch, I remember people would call him Chaz Batch. Good, very good quarterback, competent quarterback in the NFL for the Lions. Later was a backup for many, many years. Backup, I believe, with the Steelers. He backed up Ben Roethlisberger for a time. Like I said, competent NFL quarterback. Good one. All right, Freddie Jones is next. Can't really say I know a lot about Freddie Jones. Was a tight end, sort of precursor to our guy Antonio Gates. And pretty good, I guess. And then the last card here is a rookie, and it's interesting. They show them in their college garb that is drafted by the 49ers, David Allen. Don't really know anything about David. So anyway, that's all the cards in the pack. There's not very many, but I am just thrilled to say that I got a Charles Woodson card. Again, love Charles Woodson, one of the best players that I rooted for many years, even though he never played for the Patriots. So that's going to do it for this edition of Wax Pack Wisdom. Tell us what you thought of this break. What's your favorite card we pulled today? I can tell you my favorite card today. It's this one. Do you have a story about one of the players in this pack? Leave us a comment and let us know. We'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, we invite you to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our Wax Pack Wisdom content. In the video description, you can find links to where you can follow Wax Pack Wisdom on all social media channels. You'll also find a link to our list of favorite nonprofits and charities. If you enjoyed this video, please consider a donation to one of those organizations. It would mean a lot to us. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Wax Pack Wisdom. Take care.